Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How are you guys?
Fine, sir. How are you? Happy Diwali.
यार तुम लोगों की ना आवाज बहुत धीरे आ रही है।
सर अभी ठीक हुआ?
ठीक है बट
हेलो।
ज्यादा तेज नहीं। अभी फिर से बोलना एक बार।
हाँ जी सर, हैप्पी दिवाली। अभी ठीक
हैप्पी
हुआ सर?
दिवाली मैम। हाउ वाज दिवाली?
गुड सर।
गुड। चलो
हाँ
एंजॉयड।
जी। हाँ जी बिल्कुल।
गुड। ऑलराइट। So guys, in your last session, what we did, we discussed basically how to make reports and all, right? And did I tell you that what you exactly have to do after that? Like testing 5 websites, 5 different websites and making report of it. Did I tell you about it? Yes, no,
Yes sir.
maybe. I told you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right. Sure. So make sure that you are upon it. So make sure that you are testing 5 websites, 5 different websites. Okay. Make sure you get those 5 websites on your own online. You can test any 5 websites, whichever websites you want. Right. You can test those websites, make a report of it, and submit it to me. All right. You have 2 weeks for it. So because last week was all kind of a Diwali and all festivals, so we can still consider it a half week. Okay, but still you have like 1 and 2 weeks. So let's do one thing. Let's discuss all these things in your next to next session. Okay. So make sure that by 5th of December you are completing all the 5 websites, right? Because you already have session only on Saturday and Sunday, so you have a lot of time to do for it. Right. So make sure that you do it. So today we'll be learning about spoofing. So now we have learned that how to perform hacking activity on the websites and all. Now we need to learn that if while we're performing any of the hacking activity, how we can hide our identity, how we can hide ourselves. So spoofing means basically hiding our identity. Okay. Now why we need to hide our identity? Okay, there are 2-3 reasons to hide our identity. First reason is when you basically perform hacking. Okay, at that point of time obviously you need to hide your identity so that anybody whom you are hacking should not be able to get to know that who is the person who is hacking, right? They should not be able to get to know your IP address, your MAC address, or any particular data while you perform hacking, so that you can secure yourself from getting caught. Second is to secure yourself also. Basically when you say secure yourself, secure yourself means likewise if you talk about critical. Okay, if you want to find out critical's IP address, you will not be able to find it out normally, right? If you'll do ping and critical.com, this is not critical's IP address, right? I hope you are aware of this thing. We have been discussing this. Now, why did critical hide their IP address? Because they don't want anybody to get their IP address and start attacking on it, right? So this way they are being basically hiding their IP address. So this is also one of the reasons that people hide their IP address to secure themselves. Thirdly, whenever you are in public, when you're connected to public Wi-Fi, okay, at that point of time, there's a possibility that there are hackers around who are actually hacking those who are connected to that internet. Because it's a public Wi-Fi, everybody is allowed to connect to that particular network. So they can get inside the network and they can start hacking people. So in that case, if you have spoofed yourself, if you have hidden your identity, so it will be not easy. It will be like so much difficult for them to hack you. Okay, because the ID which you will be sending to them will be different from what is your original IP address. Okay, so these are the few cases that you need to basically hide yourself, right? Generally, why we hide, why we perform spoofing activity, to basically why we are performing hacking activity, we spoof our identity. Right. I hope this topic has not done onto your class in your class, right? We have not done spoofing, right?
Yes sir.
So this is one of the reasons that we need to hide our identity. Now, what kind of identity we need to hide? So on the internet, what is your identity? IP address is your identity. Okay, so whenever you basically open any website, you open any particular, you go to any particular website, you send any mail to someone, all these activities when you perform, how do they get to know who is the person who is calling them? What are the kind of logs generated? The IP address is something which is basically your identity. Okay, so we have to make sure that we basically change our identity and we hide our identity, so that if we are trying to hack someone, we are trying to perform any hacking activity or any other activity, we are hiding our identity and nobody should be able to trace us back. Okay, so if we want to look at our IP address, how do we look? So you are aware of it that we have two type of IP address. One is public IP, another is private IP. Okay, now private IP is something which is being given by your network. So when you're connected to a particular internet, okay, whenever you get connected to an internet, there's an IP address which is being given to you, that is your private IP. Okay, private IP is given to you so that ARP can be done properly. I hope you guys are aware of ARP, address resolution protocol. So whenever
Yes,
you
sir.
open any particular website, how that website is getting to you. So like if you have 5 people in the family, 5 people are opening different websites, right? So ARP basically takes support of your private IP address and gives you whatever IP, whatever respective website you are opening. Okay. Public IP address also helps you out because public IP address helps you to connect to the outside world. So when I say outside world, I mean to say internet. Okay, so if you want to find out your private IP address, you open your command prompt and you write ifconfig, sorry, ipconfig. Okay, this gives you your private IP address. Okay, this is my private IP address. I'm connected to a Wi-Fi right now, and this is my private IP address. But if I want to know my public IP address, so what I'll do for that, I'll just go to google.com, and over here, I'll just write what is my IP. And this is going to tell me my private public IP address. So this is my public IP address. This public IP address is being given by my ISP, Internet Service Provider. Okay, you just have to go to google.com and over there you just have to write what is my IP. This will tell you your IP address. Okay. Now we have to make sure that while we hack anybody, while we attack on something, or while we perform any activity in which we need to hide our IP address, we are hiding this public IP address. Okay, so why we need to hide public IP address? Because we are talking about the internet, we are communicating over the internet, right? In that case, we need to hide our public IP address. Now there are different ways that you can hide your public IP address. The most common and the most widely used way to hide your IP address is VPN. Okay, I hope you guys are aware of VPN, virtual private network. What does VPN does for you? So VPNs are basically tools and extensions which you can download in your system, in your mobile phone, and you can start running. So what VPN will do? VPN will basically divert your network. Okay, so when I say divert your network, it means that let's say your IP address right now is 192.168.12.134. Let's say, for example. Okay, as soon as you switch on the VPN, you tell this particular IP address that you don't have to, whatever now you need to ask. No, you need to ask this guy who is 178.145.23.1. Whatever I'll be asking you. So if I'm typing google.com, you have to go to this guy and ask for google.com. Okay, then this guy further will go to google.com and will get your request. If you're asking for bing.com, this guy is going to bing.com and get you the request. If you're asking for yahoo.com, this guy will go to yahoo.com, will get you the request. Okay, so you are not directly asking now google.com, you will be asking this guy. Okay, now you are in India and this particular server is in US. So google.com will not record your IP address. What is google.com is going to record? Google.com is going to record this IP address. Okay, this guy know that you are requesting for this particular IP address. So let's say you hack somebody, you hack someone Instagram. Okay, you got their ID You got their password and you now want to log in. If you're logging, you have not turned on your VPN, okay, and you have logged in using this IP address. Now, if you guys know, when you open Gmail, when you open Instagram and other social media accounts, you can see where all you are logged in, right? What is the IP address you are logged in with? What is the location? Okay, depends upon which application you're using. If you're using Gmail, you will get the IP address, you will get the location through which location you have logged in. So in this case, they will get to know, okay, this is the IP address, and location is basically if you are in Noida, it will show you are in Noida. If you are in US, it will show you are in the US. So that will show it over there. But if you have logged in using this IP address, which is from US, they will get to know that you are somebody from US has logged in into their particular ID, right, into their account. So it is very important that whenever you hack somebody's ID password, you start VPN and then you basically log in into their system. So that even if they like they'll get to know they have, if like say, let's say they have a doubt on you and you are in Noida, when they'll check that somebody from Noida logged in into their account, they will be sure about you that you are the one who hacked them, right? But if they will see that somebody from US, somebody from France, somebody from Germany has basically logged in, they cannot doubt on you. They'll not be having any proof of it, right? So this way VPNs are very important. Okay, so you can use different type of VPNs. There are so many VPNs available online. The one I use is basically UltraSurf. Okay, how you can download this VPN? You just go online. Sorry, you just go to your browser extensions. Okay, over here in extension area, open Chrome Web Store, and then from here you just write UltraSurf. So this is UltraSurf. You can just connect it over here onto your, you can add it into your extension and you can start using it. How to use it? So likewise, right now my IP address is this one, right? And if I want to see what is the location of this IP address, so I'll just go, what is my location? Or I can just search for IP2 location. Just look for IP2 location. Here we have IP2 location. Just open this one. If you go down or just click on try demo, enter your IP address. So my IP address is already being selected over here. It tells me that I am in Gurgaon right now. Okay, I am from Haryana in India. These are my coordinates. I am using Bharti Airtel, right? What's the time and date, everything, right? So this way they will get to know that I am from Gurgaon, right? But if I will change my IP address, how? By using UltraSurf. So what I'll do, I'll just click on UltraSurf. It is disconnected right now. I'll just click over here and it is on. So you can see that it is like now firing something. The logo is colored now. Before it was grayish, right? Now, if I refresh this, what is my IP address? Right now, this is my IP address. Right, this is my IP address right now. This is the original IP address. Okay. Now, if I refresh this page, see what is my IP address now? 64, 62, 187, and spoof IP. And if we copy this one and we go to IP location and we look for the location of this IP address. Okay. So this says that this IP address belongs to US, Wyoming, Cheney, and these are the coordinates of this IP address. So if somebody, if I'll hack someone or I'll open some Instagram account or whatever activity I'll do, right? I'll be able to perform this kind of activity and I'll be able to basically make fool of them. Secondly, you can also use VPNs for opening all those websites which are banned in your country. Likewise, for example, let's switch off the UltraSurf. Now my UltraSurf is not working. So let's say if I want to open Pakistani arming government website. So if I'll open this website, what does it say? Let's see. It will not allow basically my IP address to open this website because my IP address belongs to India, right? Indian people are not allowed to open this website. So pakistanarmy.gov.pk, it's not allowing me to open this website. But if I want to actually open this website, what I can do, I can just turn on my ultrasound. Okay. This will change my IP address. Now my IP address is from US. Now if I refresh this website, you can see that I'm able to open this website. Simple, right? So what I did, I just made fool of them that I'm not from India right now. I'm from USA, and I was able to open the Pakistan Army website. Now, if I want to see anything, I want to try hacking it, I want to perform any kind of activity, so I'll be able to do it, right? So basically, I just wanted to access this website, so I'm able to access it. Rest things are basically we have already learned that what are the other things we can perform. You can try all those things. If you want to try onto this website, you can try how to do it. Okay. If you find anything, I mean, juicy information, if you find any juicy information, you can inform Government of India about it, that you have found something juicy information, you can submit it to them. Okay. But the issue is you can use VPN for such small things, but you cannot use VPN if you want to hack someone. Okay. Let's say you're hacking somebody, you hacked someone and it was a serious issue, right? In that case, VPN is not secure. So when I say it's not secure, I mean to say the people, those who are basically the owner of that company, those who are running this VPN, if like, let's say you hacked NASA government, I'm thinking NASA, let's say you hacked NASA or you hacked ISRO, they'll get the IP address of the VPN you have used. So they'll figure it out. Okay, this IP address belongs to this VPN. Then they'll go to that company. Okay, who hacked it? Who actually used this VPN at this point of time? They will simply tell your IP address. They'll not give a second thought about it. Okay, so you will be in trouble in that case. So if you want to use VPN for small activities, that is fine. But if you want to hack someone and then in that case you want to use VPN, I'll not suggest that. Any idea what to do in that case?
So we can use Tor browser, which will automatically.
Sorry?
We can use Tor browser.
Yes, we can use Tor browser in that case.
Or
Is
we
it
can use,
sure when we activate VPN it does not work?
or we can use Tails operating system in that case as well.
Yeah, we can use another operating system as well. So we'll talk about that. Ansh, I didn't get your question. Is it sure when we can active VPN it does not work? So Ansh, if you want to figure out now whether your VPN is working or not, so you can just check what is my IP address, and through that you can figure it out whether your VPN is working or not. So first you can switch off your VPN and then just Google, type what is my IP address, what is the IP address it shows, then turn on your VPN and check whether it's showing you the same IP address or different IP address. If it is showing you the different IP address, it's working for you. If it is not showing you the different IP address, it's not working for you. Okay, this
I have a question over here.
yeah.
So, does using extensions, whether it can be of any type or it can be a VPN extension, can let our system also onto stake?
Sorry.
Because let's suppose we are using VPN, so
Okay.
it is the case that it might happen that our system will also be onto the stake. मतलब वहाँ से VPN से भी हमारा system hack हो सकता है. कोई किसी VPN से या किसी extension का use करके हमारे system को hack कर सकता है. If we are using the services.
You are asking that if you're using VPN, I mean, mainly let me just tell you the question. Your question is that if you're using VPN, somebody can hack us through the VPN.
No, it's just like the VPN might be the hackers or the VPN owners, because we are connected to a network. We are connected to a virtual private network. So anybody who is already using that virtual private network or the owners of that virtual private network can hack into our systems. Backtracking type, जैसे कोई reverse IP.
Okay. So you're saying that when you get connected to VPN, if that VPN belongs to a hacker, can they hack you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very much possible if that VPN belongs to a hacker. So if you're using VPNs like the Ultrasurf or Turbo VPN or good companies VPN, then no. if you're using any random third-party VPN, then yes.
Sir, ये logs रखते हैं? Do they keep the logs? Generally, like
Yes,
there are like,
yes, they keep logs.
in spite of the saying like NordVPN or ExpressVPN companies, they used to say that we don't keep the logs, but still they do have
See,
it, right?
Facebook says they don't read. You have full privacy.
वो तो सारा data that
Google says that you have a full privacy.
Agreed.
Instagram says you
Got
have
it.
full privacy. So
Got it.
can't go on to their words. Because at any point of time, if you perform any activity in which they can be in trouble, they'll not give a second thought to give you guys a chance
Right.
to serve to police. In that case, you can't do anything. So that is what I'm saying, that VPNs are not that secure. If you want to do very little bit activity, you can do that. But if you want to actually perform hacking activity, in that case, you use another browser. We call it a Tor browser. Okay. So Tor is something again, which is an amazing thing. Okay. Now, what does Tor helps you out with? First of all, if you are performing any hacking activity, you can use Tor. Also, you can use Tor for dark websites to perform dark activities. Now, whatever internet we are using over here, this internet is basically 5 to 8% of the internet what we are using. So when I say internet of 5 to 8%, it means that every day, whatever internet you use, like you open your Facebook account, Instagram account, you Google some particular data, you go to Zoom account and you perform any activity, right? You open any particular website to know about it. That's all. You open Amazon. How many websites do you visit every day? Maximum 2, 3, 4, 5 maximum. Except 5 websites, do you visit any other website? If you like check your routine every day, right? You have limited to 5 to 6 websites every day which you visit, and out of that 2-3 websites are repeated, like Instagram, your Facebook, and LinkedIn maybe, and other few websites if you require. Amazon sometimes, Zomato sometimes, right? You can count those websites, you can count those things on your fingertips, right? But except that the internet is a very vast thing and you use that for a very broad perspective. Except visiting all these websites, internet is being used to perform all the illegal activities. Okay, you can think of that illegal activity that is basically happening over there. Okay, if you want to buy guns, you want to buy any particular let's say you want to buy a helicopter. Okay, you want to buy Indian Army helicopter, or you want to buy let's say
You can say banned books.
a gun, you want to buy a tank, so you can go onto the Tor and you can buy it. Everything is available over there. You want to buy a ID card of US, you want to buy a driving license from the US, or for Qatar, or for any other country, you want to buy a fake passport, everything is available on the Tor. Okay, so Tor is something which is again a separate browser which has been created, which has been made to perform all the dark activities. Okay, and also it is safe and secure. How safe and secure? If you are trying to basically open any website, first of all, websites are not like google.com or something like that. So these dark websites are something like this, some value.onion. This is how these websites get open. Okay, and these links keeps on changing. So if I'll open this link, I mean this link is not going to open, but this is how the link will be. I'll show you how links looks like and how things works. Okay, so these kind of links are there, and these links are not available for every second person. No, people those who are and connect with the dark websites, people who are actually performing activities over there, they share these links with all those people. Okay, all the terrorist activities, all the hacking activities are actually happens on the dark web. Okay, so how do you access this Tor browser? So we have a website, tor.org. From there you can download this browser. I'll show you. torproject.org. Okay, from this particular link you can download this browser. So we have this option to download Tor browser. Click over here. Now, for which particular operating system you want to download? You want to download it for Tor browser is not illegal. Tor browser is legal. Performing illegal activities is illegal. VPN is only for public IP. What about private? You don't have to worry about private, Vicky. You just have to worry about public IP. Okay. So this is your Windows. If you are using Windows, you can download this one. If you're using any other operating system, you can download this one. If you're using Linux, this one. And if you're using Android, you have to download this. Okay. Apple, this one. So you just download, and once you will download, you just have to set up very simple exe file is going to basically download, and then you just have to run it. Okay. So this is how it will look like when you will start Tor browser. So this is nothing, nothing different. The browser is, when you look at the shape of the browser, it's same as a Mozilla Firefox. Okay. So you may feel like that Mozilla Firefox has some change in it. It's just a Mozilla Firefox with different set of a network. What is the network over here? Now in VPN, what was happening? You open any particular website, how it was getting open? You open this website using this IP address, it was going to this IP address, and this IP address was opening this particular website for you, right? But in Tor browser, it does not need any password to open Tor browser, nothing. We just clicked on Tor browser, and where's my Tor browser? Yeah, so it started my Tor browser. That's all, simple, nothing. No ID required, no password. It is a browser, simple. Likewise, we have this browser, Chrome, right? Same way we have a Tor browser. The functioning of the Tor browser is different from this particular browser. So whatever you open into this browser, everything is been recorded by Google. It's a Chrome browser, right? Google Chrome. Everything is been recorded by Google. Over here, nothing is being recorded by anybody, and nobody knows who is opening this particular website, how and why. See, if I'm opening over here google.com, I'll show you. This might take little time. Why? How? I'll tell you why. Let it first open. Look at the language. It's coming different language, right? Why it's coming different language? Google something English. So if I click English, it will show me in English. Why it is showing me different language? If I click on the lock over here, no, you see how it's happening. First, this browser means our IP address. Okay. Then this IP address is going to UK. And in UK, the IP address which comes out to be 78.129.180 and 1. Right. Then UK, this particular server is basically connecting with this Switzerland server. Okay. Then your request is google.com request is going to Switzerland. Then from Switzerland, this request is going to Austria. Then from Austria, it is going to google.com, and google.com is serving Austria. Austria is serving Switzerland. Switzerland is serving UK, and UK is serving India now. So this is how your actually request is traveling, and everywhere your request is encrypted. I requested UK, my request was encrypted. UK requested Switzerland, it was encrypted. Switzerland requested Austria, it was encrypted. Austria requested Google. Google replied back. Austria replied back to Switzerland. Switzerland replied back to UK. UK replied back to your browser. So this way, it was kind of an onion ring. Okay, that is why we call it a onion router. Okay, we also call it an onion network. Why? Because your request is not going directly or jumping from one server to another. It is basically kind of a onion ring which is creating. So from this place to this place, from this place to this place, from this place to this place, and then going back from this to this, this to this, this to this, this to this. Right? This way, it's difficult to decrypt at every step and figuring it out who actually requested for. Okay, that is why that is why Tor browser is bit safer than other things. I'm not saying that Tor browser is 100% safe. No, not at all. Still, there are chances that you might get caught, and people might. I mean, if somebody actually really wants to find you out, who actually did it, they might be able to figure it out. So it's not 100% secure. I'll say 70 to 80% it is secure. Okay, for all those actual real activities, likewise in which government is also being a part, that who actually performed it, who actually did all these activities. So In that case, when terrorist activity happens and all those activities happen, in that case, they might be able to figure it out what particular network was actually used to start Tor browser and perform all those activities. Okay. When you start Tor browser, your ISP gets to know that you are using Tor browser. Except that you are opening google.com, you open facebook.com, you open any website over here, nobody will get to know. So let's say you're working in an organization and your organization records each and everything, whatever you do onto your system, right? These days, organization records everything, whatever you do onto your system. And you have the permission to do whatever you want to do it. In that case, what you can do, if you want to open any particular website, okay, what you can do, you can start your Tor browser and you can open any website now. Now, when you will open any website, nobody will get to know what website you're opening. Okay. So this is one of the best way to open anything to surf if you don't want any person to basically get to know what you are doing. This is little slow. Why it is little slow? Because before what was happening when you're writing google.com, okay, your request was directly going to the Google server. But now your request first goes to one country, UK, then it goes to another country, let's say Germany, then it goes to USA, and then it goes to the server. And then your request comes back to US, then it comes to Germany, and then UK, and then basically you receive your request. That is why it is little bit slow. Otherwise, security purpose, safety purpose, everything is fine. Okay, if you hack someone's, let's say if you got someone's ID password for Facebook, so you can just open Facebook over here and then you can just log in. Okay, if it is even a prime minister account, you can open it over here and then just close it, and then you just close the Tor browser. That's all. So it will be very, very difficult if somebody wants to find out now who actually opened that particular account. It will be very, very difficult to figure it out who opened that account. Okay, it will be difficult to reach back to this particular IP address which you are using. All right, except that Tor browser is basically again used for. Let me go to the questions first. Is anyone able to hack that? How many people use Tor? I need to say that कोई देख सकता है कि हम use कर रहे हैं. Yes, your ISP only get to know that you are using Tor browser. That's all. Nothing else. Nobody else. They will just only get to know that you are using Tor browser. That's all. What you are doing on Tor, they'll not get to know. It keeps jumping different IP address. Whenever you open a new tab, it definitely jumps a new IP address. But over here, when you open this one and when you click on English, it might. But if you want to make it a new IP address, like every IP address should be a new IP address. See, every IP address is a new IP address. So whenever you click onto any particular link, it will jump to a new IP address. It will not remain into a same IP address. If I click on images, now if you will see, the IP address will be changed. See that? Now IP address will be changed. So every time, so before it was something else, right? It was Switzerland, I think. Whatever it was, but now it's New Zealand. Now it's just Republic, Czech Republic. Tor browser से भी good browser होता है. See, like this, there are so many browsers. Tor is one of the good browsers. Okay. Now, except jumping over to the network, different networks, you can use Tor for dark websites also. Okay. So what happens on the dark internet? All the illegal activities happens on the dark internet. You think of any activity. Leave about illegal activities. You think of any activity which is not emotionally, not characteristically, and ethically correct. Okay, that thing you can find it over the dark internet. So for dark internet to visit dark websites, we have different kind of links. As I told you, it is not that you just type something google.com. These kind of websites are not there. What kind of website? This is .onion. These kind of websites are there for visiting dark internet. Yes, Ansh will be opening the dark internet websites. Okay. So I have a link. Okay. We call it wiki link actually. This link has other different dark websites. Likewise, we have Wikipedia. So same way, this particular link has all different links for your dark websites. I hope it gets open. Okay, great. Acha, always remember, when you're using Tor browser, do not make it full screen. Okay. The myth I have heard of it is basically because of when you will keep it full screen. No. So every time we search for any website, for example, Google Bing, it is encrypted. Yes, Deepak, it is encrypted. So whenever you make it a full screen, what happens is basically because of your screen resolution, no, if somebody wants to know your location, they'll be able to know your location. Okay, this is the myth I have heard. I don't know how much this is true, how much this is false, but it says that when you use Tor browser, you use simply this much only, whatever the original size it is getting open. So you don't make it a full screen. Okay, so please always remember, don't make it a full screen. Keep it this size only. All right. Now over here we have different other links also. Okay, so this is the link which I just opened. First link. Second is new era of intelligence rate list. Let me see. So most of the time, no, you will also find all the porn websites also available over here. It's not important that you will be finding everything which is illegal. Like porn is also illegal. Depends upon the country you stay in. But you might find something which is related to porn websites also. Most of the things. So I'll not open all the links over here. If you want to log in into Instagram in the Tor, we use Instagram.in or Instagram Onion. No, Onion websites are basically illegal websites. Getting my point, Dutch? If you want to open Instagram, you can just simply open Instagram.com. That's not an issue. But when you're talking about all the dark web links, okay, at that point of time, dark web links are basically managed with Onion websites. So these links are not different from anything likewise any website. These are the same website links only, but these website links are difficult to find. Basically that's what I'm telling you about. Yes, जो वेबसाइट्स बैन है इंडिया में वो इसमें रन हो सकती है या फिर उसके लिए आप टॉर भी यूज कर सकते हो, सॉरी वीपीएन भी यूज कर सकते हो. तो मैंने जैसे वीपीएन पे आपको पाकिस्तान की आर्मी वेबसाइट खोल के दिखाई, राइट? So I did nothing. I just started my VPN. I opened the Pakistan Army website. Before VPN, it was not working. तो Tor का यूज जो है ना सिर्फ दो पर्पस के लिए करना, या तो डार्क वेबसाइट्स पे जाने के लिए या फिर जब आप किसी को हैक कर रहे हो उसके लिए. बस ये दो मेन पर्पस होते हैं Tor ब्राउजर को यूज करने. या फिर जनरल भी इसको आप यूज कर सकते हो. यू कैन मेक इट अ हैबिट ऑफ यूजिंग Tor एज अ ब्राउजर आल्सो. द थिंग इज दैट वो थोड़ा स्लो चलेगा फिर बस, और इस पे कुछ सेव नहीं होगा, हिस्ट्री कुछ नहीं आएगी आपकी. Okay, see what kind of activities. See, it says rent a hacker. Okay, so let's open this link. What does this link says? Z movie. So I don't know what kind of movies will be there, so I'm not opening this one. Later on you guys can try. Okay. Cases legal judicial review. Let's try to open this one. What is this? Onion wallet, anonymous, secure Bitcoin wallet. This is related to some Bitcoin. Let's open this one. Acha, it is not important that all the websites will get open. Okay, there is a possibility you open a website and it might say not opening, something like that. So this website says that rent a hacker. If you want to rent a hacker, you can register and you can rent a hacker. What kind of activity you want? Small job, for example, email and Facebook hacking, installing Trojan, small DOS. Medium large job, ruining people life. Okay, website hacking, DDoS for big websites. Large job which takes few days, or multi small jobs or DDoS protected websites. This much amount. Okay, so if you want to hack someone, you want to hack someone's email address, or you want to hack some Facebook account. Okay, this guy will take 250 euros, and the payment which is going to happen in the Bitcoins, not in the like account. So if you are aware of Bitcoin, very nice. If you're not aware of the Bitcoin is basically a currency. This is basically cryptocurrency. Okay, digital currency. So why we use Bitcoins? Basically, we use Bitcoins because it is difficult, or you can say it is impossible to basically figuring it out who transferred what bitcoins to whom. Okay, so Bitcoin is something which you will find it secure. So that is why they use Bitcoin. So all the transactions which terrorists also do, they do it in the Bitcoins because it's difficult to trace it back. Okay, so this is another website. This is related to legal cases. I don't know what legal cases they're talking about. No idea. Then this is a Bitcoin wallet laundry. So you give them the money, they'll pay you back the money. Laundering basically. I hope you guys understand the laundering business. Okay, this is like if you want to have US fake ID, you can create that. If you Hassan Market, I don't know what's there in Hassan Market. We can check. Mail to Tor. Let's check what's in that. Then you have hidden wiki links. More links are there. Let's see. Hidden answers. Let's check out what's in the hidden answers. Tor mailbox. Let's check what's in that. So there are so many links. I'll share this link with you, wiki.org. Okay, and then you can figure it out yourself. There you go. Okay, so how they change bitcoins into euros after use of into rupees, euros or rupees. So basically, Bitcoin basically is a cryptocurrency. Okay, likewise, I need to create an account on a specific application to start purchasing Bitcoin. So I have to give money and I can purchase Bitcoin. So once I have a Bitcoins, I can again sell my Bitcoins online, and that guy is going to transfer me the money. Okay, so this is how we actually use Bitcoins for. So likewise, you buy shares, right, online. I hope you know about shares. So the way you perform with the shares, same way you perform with the Bitcoin. How about making your own website on the dark website? You can make making a website, normal website you can create. You just need to host a website. Okay, it requires payment, so you can pay and you can host your money on the Tor browser. So you can do that as well. There is a blog for dark website. Let's see what are the links we have opened. So this is a link related to US fake IDs. If you want to create a US fake ID, this is one of the link for that. For which city you want, what is the product you want, what kind of ID you want. You can just go onto this link and you can buy it. Not opening, leave it. Mail to Tor. If you want to mail, this is for mailing people. Okay. Our upstream hold a massive DDoS attack. We seek understanding in the issue right now. We have decided to mitigate a new host. For now, we are unable to log it. We seek our patience, or it's not working for now. Okay, but what it is it? This is basically May2Tall is a free anonymous email service to protect your privacy. So if you want to perform email spoofing, like if you want to mail someone, okay, you can use this particular service to mail someone, but it's not active right now. It's not working right now, so you can ignore this one. Not opening. Hidden answers. So basically, sort of questions which you cannot ask publicly, you can ask it over here. Okay, all those questions which you have in your mind, you don't get answer publicly, or you don't want to answer publicly, those questions you will get it over here. Would you live your life over again? Yeah. What are you on the deep? Why are you on the deep web? 118 answers. What are the things that attract you most? The opposite sex, blah blah blah. So then, like, you will find hundreds of questions, some useful questions, some useless question. Okay, people create useless websites also over there. It's not that they'll always create good websites. The domain has been mitigated to onion version. This one. I'm not opening this one. I don't know what's behind that. So let it be. You can do it. Print a hacker. Judicial again, and sir, I'm in office currently. I'm looking into the recording later. I think I'll understand that. I'm having problem. Sure, someone take your time. No issues. Okay, so this is what your bit. This is all about. Now, something I'll want to tell you about this dark website. See, you can visit different links. Okay, just be careful about it. Okay, there are so many websites which will basically start chatting with you. Okay, start telling you about things. Don't reply to them. Okay, let's say if you open the website, okay, and you might get a message over here, hey man, do you want to learn more about dark web? Hey man, do you want to visit more links? I can share you some very good data about dark web. Do you want it? Just let me know yes or no, I'll just share it with you, like these kind of things. Okay, secondly, you will find so many pages where you will basically getting a login page, or if you don't have, you can create your account. Don't use your original website, original data, original ID and password. Just create a fake one and then use it. Okay. If you want to basically log in into Gmail account, don't open Gmail and start using your Gmail account over here. Okay. You might get in trouble. When it's trying to chat with you, don't start chatting. You might get in trouble. There are so many pages where you will find lots of attractive things also. Likewise, there are people fighting. They'll be like, okay, if you want to bet and you will win the bet, we'll give you the money. That's simple, right? So don't visit those websites. So you'll find like each and every kind of activity you'll find it. Okay. So I'll just say that just for knowledge purpose, visit once and then ignore it. Okay. Likewise, Milk Road. Milk Roads is there, Silk Road is there, Silk Road. This is like one of the dangerous links, you can say. Okay. These links basically tells you, you can say that you log in over here, and then once you will logged in, okay, you will find lots of rooms available over here, lots of rooms. Those rooms, it's basically they will tell you that okay, in this room you can see a live rape. Okay, the rape is happening, you can see it live. In another room you can see that the people are fighting, you can just bet and you can tell which person you want to win. Okay, if you'll say that like two people are fighting, you'll say okay, kill that other person, I'll give you $500. For $500 they'll shoot that other person. Okay, in third link there'll be bodies in which if you want that, you want to see somebody cutting the head, okay, or some live operation, somebody taking out the eye of a live person. So these kind of things can also, you can demand and they will show you those things. Okay, so psychic person, psychic people are also there. So I mean, the worst you can think of, the worst. Okay, I visited a website. In that website, it was live cameras working, and it was very nice cameras, very clear cameras. Okay, so the guy was chatting, and this guy said that, do you find any girl interesting? If you find anything, just select the girl. We will deliver you at your place. I mean, this kind of activity was happening. They were like, simple, normal market, normal people are walking. The guy was like, select a girl, we will deliver that girl at your place. So you cannot even imagine what kind of things are happening over here. Okay. So just be careful about it when you visit these links. And you cannot get to know if somebody is using Tor. Okay. The second thing is, Ansh, if you want to find out, this is what you're talking me about forensics. Okay. Investigation. So if you want to learn about these investigation, no, who is doing what, how he is doing. So for that, you need to learn cyber forensic. Okay.
So I do have a question over here.
Yeah.
Let's suppose we are visiting dark web and we are going for some knowledgeable information. Might be we are looking for some banned books, ebooks kind of a thing, or might be we are looking for some books which are actually paid over the surface web, but they are freely available over the dark web, right? So is it okay to
books?
Books, yeah, books, or any
Books
kind of a
that normally
document?
you will find on the normal websites.
No,
So, because that is not illegal, no.
no, let's suppose I'm going for a banned books, right? So the
They're
main
also
question
banned.
banned books are there. So my question is there that is it okay if we are going to download something from the dark web?
You have to be careful about it. So when you download someone, don't open it. Just first open the virus total, figure it out whether it has any virus or not in it. Then you can just open it.
Okay, okay, we can go for it.
Yeah, you can go
Secondly,
for it, but before opening, two things. Either open that particular whatever you're downloading. Okay, open that file in the virtual box so that you don't have anything in virtual box. If you have it also, that's of no use. Even if it destroys your virtual box, you can download another virtual box.
right.
Right.
So,
So that can happen, or you can upload that particular file into virus table and figure it out whether it has any virus or not. If it does not have virus, you can just
right. So second thing is like you're saying that if you're using Tor, that you're not 100% anonymous, right? There
yeah.
might be chances that the traffic can be decrypted or your location can be
Yeah.
compromised.
If
So,
you're performing any, like if you hack NASA using Tor browser, obviously US government is going to find you out where you are. Here's your real IP address.
but what
Yeah,
if we
I'm
are
coming to that. I'm coming to that. What if you want to perform all this activity and still want to be anonymous? Then what do you have to do?
right? Can we manually configure the Tor?
Yeah.
And
You
what
can
is
do
the
it. I'll
way?
tell you about it.
Okay.
If you order any online courier from Tor, it's possible to reach his. अरे तो अंश उसमें एड्रेस तो लिखोगे ना. You will give your address, right? If you order anything online, right? You will give your address. So when you will give your address, it will come to you definitely, right? So that's how. Is it safe to order from dark web? Yeah, it's safe to order from dark web. No issues. वो सुना नहीं है तुमने चोर चोर भाई भाई. So it's like that. So nobody is basically complaining about you, neither you are complaining about anybody. So chill. Nothing is false about it.
We can visit e-commerce websites into the dark web and we can pay over there and we can get the products.
Sorry.
It's just like that we can visit the e-commerce websites over the dark web and we can pay over there and we can get the products.
Yeah. So one person, what he did. So this guy, no, he actually fighted with one of the person. So he was a good hacker. What he did, he ordered some of the drugs to his place. Okay, so he ordered some drugs to his to fight, like the person who had his fight with. So he had a fight with the neighbor, so he ordered drugs in the neighbor's house. So the drug were delivered, and once the drug were delivered, he called police that this guy is using drugs. So the police went over there, they found a lot of drugs, and they arrested that person. So later on, he got, in the starting, say he got in trouble, but later on he was basically was able to prove himself guilty or not. That was the later part. But yeah, at first part he got struck. So this kind of activity people actually also do. So things are pretty hard on dark web. Now the question was that, as I told you, like Tor is not 100% secure, right? But still, you want to hack someone, you want to hack NASA, you want to hack Indian government, you want to hack China government, whatever you want to hack, you want to stay anonymous, right? So that nobody should be able to get to know who actually hacked. For that, what we use another operating system. We don't use this Windows operating system or Linux operating system. For that, we use another operating system. We call it Tails operating system. Okay. Tails is one of the very nice operating system through which you can secure yourself, through which you can stay anonymous. Okay. Now, why Tails is basically helps you to stay anonymous? Whatever you do in this operating system, it never gets saved. Okay, once the Tails operating system is off, likewise I'm using Tails operating system. Okay, once I'll switch it off, okay, everything, whatever I have done, whatever I saved, whatever I download, everything else deleted. Everything. Okay, how many minutes it takes to delete everything? Only 2 minutes. So let's say I am performing hacking activity and police came onto my door. Okay. Now what I have to do, I just have to switch off my laptop. That's all. once they will restart my laptop after 2 minutes. If they start it within 2 minutes, they might get some data, not every data. They might get some data. But if they'll start my system after 2 minutes, they'll not get anything in my system because everything will be deleted from my system before that. Okay, that is why Tails operating system is also one of the very nice operating system. There is nothing inside Tails operating system. You will find there is no specific any special things which we are available in Tails. Nothing. Only Tor browser is there in your Tails operating system. Except that if you want to use anything, any particular software, any particular tool, you have to download and then you have to use it. So that is why we do not download Tails as our main operating system. Okay. We use Tails operating system. We can use Tails operating system as you can make a bootable pen drive and then you can use it. Okay, I hope you guys know bootable pen drive and all those things. So what do you mean by make a bootable pen drive and then use it? So inside a pen drive, no, you need a pen drive and Tails ISO file. Okay, so there are tools online available through which you can make a bootable pen drive. So what do you mean by bootable pen drive? You plug in the pen drive and you can start using the operating system. So if I want to use Windows operating system, wherever I go, I can just take my pen drive with me. I just need to plug in the pen drive and I can use my own operating system. If I want to use Linux operating system, I need to boot my system with Linux. If I want to use Tails as an operating system, okay, I can just have a pen drive. I can online I can download tool. Rufus is one of the very good tools through which you can make a bootable pen drive. I can just make a bootable pen drive, then I can start using that operating system. So Tails is one of the operating system which you can use as a bootable pen drive. So when I'm done using Tails, so what I can do, I can just plug out my pen drive, and once I plug out my pen drive, after 2 minutes, whatever I have done in Tails operating system, whatever I downloaded, whatever activity I did, everything will be deleted. Everything. And then later on, if somebody tries to plug in the pen drive, they'll not find anything in Tails. Tails will be blank and empty. You can download Tails operating system from this link. So either you can make a CD, you can just download as I'm using in my virtual box VM machine. If you want to use in VM machine, you can download for him. If you want to make a USB drive, you can download this one. If you want to create a DVD, you can use this one. Download this one. Okay. Here's the link for Tails. Ansh, you have to basically read the history about it. Vicky, as I told you, everything will be deleted. So as a main operating system, you can understand, right? And if you're using it as a main operating system, nothing will be saved. So when I start my operating system, obviously I need the browser. I need so many files which I have created, right? If I create any file over here, that file is not going to stay after I have switched off and switched it on again, right? That file is not going to stay over here. So it's difficult. All right. So there is nothing in the Tails operating system. You will find nothing in Tails operating system. It's just you will find few of the things like Tor browser again, because the purpose of this is this one. Okay. If you go to graphics, nothing. You go internet, nothing. You go programming, nothing. Sounds only. System tools. Terminal is there, which required by everybody. That's all. So nothing much in Tails operating system. Whatever you have to do, you have to download things, set up things, and then start using it. That's why you do not use Tails as a main operating system. Okay. So this is one of the way that you can stay anonymous. Now using Tails, nobody will be able to figure you out. First of all, you are using Tails. Second thing, you are using Tor browser in Tails. Okay, that makes you double secure. Okay, so if you want to stay anonymous, totally anonymous, this is one of the best way you can do. Now, if you want to hack NASA using this particular activity, you can do it. Now, let's say you want to perform, you want that nobody should be able to figure out that who was the person, how he hacked it. For that, you buy a laptop, second-hand laptop, what I say, okay, hack someone's Wi-Fi, connect with it, perform the activity, and then throw that particular laptop, or just give it to anybody randomly, right? Just don't get them know who actually gave it to them. For me, it's I'll say just destroy that. That's the best way. So this is how people actually perform hacking. When you say no anonymously somebody hacks someone and they are not able to figure it out who hacked them, so this is what they actually do. Okay, clear? Yes, no, maybe. How to hide the IP
Yes, sir.
address, right?
Yep.
So these are the possible ways that you can hide your IP address and start hacking somebody anonymously. Second way, except IP address, you also need to hide your MAC address. Okay. See, why you need to hack your MAC address? Your MAC address is not going out of the internet. But when you talk about ISP, okay, when they are tracing you back, at that point of time, there's a possibility that MAC address is something which comes into basically picture, and then somebody might reach your system because of MAC address. So that is also important that you hide your MAC address. It is very, very, very simple to hide your MAC address. If you're connected with the Wi-Fi, then you have to use a tool. If you're not connected to the Wi-Fi, then you can do it manually also. But generally, people are connected to Wi-Fi. So the tool which we use is Technetium. Okay, we also call it TMAC, Technetium Mac. This one. How to download, from where to download? It's very simple. I'll show you. So this is your Technetium Mac. See, I started this tool, but I had ran this tool before. Okay, so my MAC address has already been changed. So whenever I perform any activity, the MAC address which my system has, this is the original MAC address of my system. But right now the active MAC address is this one. Okay, so I'll show you on my system also. How do we look at our MAC address? Anyone? If I want to look at my MAC address, how do I look at my MAC address?
Sir, IP config.
IP config. Nah, no MAC address. IP config is not going to tell your MAC address. Anything else?
Sir,
IP.
physical address and MAC address are same, right? Or is
Yeah,
it different?
it's same. It's same.
So we can have it by IP config/all, I think.
Yeah, IP config/all will tell you the MAC address. So this is this one. This is what your MAC address is. So every device which can communicate, okay, not only on the internet to anybody. Likewise, we have the LAN cables, right? It can communicate. Bluetooth, it can communicate. So every device which can communicate, it has a MAC address of its own. Okay, likewise, if you see Ethernet, Bluetooth is having a MAC address. Wi-Fi, we can communicate, it has a MAC address. VMware, virtual machines, it has a MAC address. Now, how many virtual machines you are running depends upon it. Your Ethernet, it has a MAC address. Ports, it has MAC address. Different ports have different MAC addresses. Right? Now, if you're using Wi-Fi, you need to change the MAC address of the Wi-Fi. Okay. So right now, my MAC address has already been changed, but I'll show you again. So this is the changed MAC address which I have. Okay. If I want to look at my original MAC address, this is my original MAC address. Now, this tool I have run before, that is why it is running. It continuously runs in my system. Okay. If I click on restore original, what will happen? It will basically disconnect me with you. Okay. And then we'll reconnect my internet. So whenever we change our MAC address, it basically disconnects you from the internet for few seconds. Basically, it disrupts the connection and connects again. Why it disrupts the connection? Because with my router, my MAC address which is being submitted is something else. So it changes the MAC address from my router also. So it creates a new network for me, right? That is why it disconnects me with the internet and then reconnects me with a new MAC address. So if I click on restore original, it will basically disconnect me and then we'll reconnect. Okay, so I'll just click on restore original. We'll be getting disconnected, but don't worry, we'll rejoin. All right. You don't have to do anything. You just wait and watch. So if I click, so right now, if you observe, my original MAC address and active MAC address is different. So this is my active MAC address, and you can see it over here also. Now restore original. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So connected back. Now, if you see, what is the original MAC address? This is the original MAC address. Okay. Now, when you will start your system, when you will start your TMAC, this is how it is going to come. Now, you can select for which MAC address you want to change. You want to change the MAC address of the Wi-Fi. You want to change the MAC address of the Ethernet. You want to change the MAC address of the LAN port. You want to change the MAC address of the Bluetooth or Ethernet. So whatever MAC address you want to change. So let's say I want to change the MAC address of my Wi-Fi. Okay, so I'm using Wi-Fi. I want to change the MAC address of my Wi-Fi. So I can just select the Wi-Fi option. Over here, we have changed MAC address. You can type MAC address on your own. Okay, what kind of MAC address you want, or you can select from here random MAC address. A random MAC address is going to come. If you want to select from here, this is going to become basically. So I want to select this MAC address. This MAC address is going to go. I want to select anybody else, any other MAC address. I can just select that. That MAC address is going to. Okay, MAC address basically defines which particular device you are using. If you're using Samsung device, so it will be a Samsung MAC address. If you're using MacBook MAC address, so it will display the MacBook MAC address. Cisco system. Okay, we have Cisco systems over here. We do also have Samsung also, I think. Okay, different companies MAC addresses are available. You can use these companies MAC address. So whatever you want to. Also make sure all these three are checked. Okay, this is checked, this is checked, this is checked. And then just click on change now. Now again, if I'm going to click on change now, it is going to change the MAC address for me. Now see, this was my previous MAC address, wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi. If I show you my MAC address again, so it starts from 02 and ends with 59 wireless. If I'll show you my MAC address now, wireless LAN adapter, it is now 7C, which is the original one. This is the original MAC address. If I want to change it, I click on change now and it is going to change it. When I click on change now, it will disconnect me again. Okay, so don't worry about it. I'm clicking on change now. We'll get disconnected for a few seconds and we'll connect. Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now see, this was my original MAC address. Now if I'll change my MAC, if I'll basically, after changing, this is my new MAC address. So Technician Mac, very simple, very easy to use. All you have to do is just download Technician Mac and start using it. Once you have changed the MAC address, you can just switch it off. Every time you will rejoin your session, you will start your system, the MAC address is going to remain the changed one.
You are not audible.
Am I audible now? Am I audible now, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't have to basically every time start your TMAC and change your MAC address. No, So your MAC address, once it's changed, it will always be the changed one. So every time you want to, you want the new MAC address or you want the original MAC address, you just need to start your technician MAC and change it. Okay. How you can download TMAC? Just go online, just write technician MAC. From here, this link, connection. Okay. From this link, you can download. All you have to do is just click on download now. exe file will be downloaded, and you just have to make sure all these three links are checked. Again, then you can change your MAC address. There you go. Okay. Now, except that there are different kind of spoofing that we perform. Okay, that is one of the spoofing is basically call spoofing. No, Deepak, whenever you are performing hacking, at that point of time, it is important to run this application. Hacking, I'm also saying that you're hacking you're performing some good hacking. It's not that you got some IP ID and password of some particular person and you are logging into it. At that point of time, you don't have to change your MAC address. Okay, but if you're hacking a website, at that point of time, you need to change your MAC address. Okay. Yes, on Linux also you can run. There are some commands which will help you out to do that. Or you can directly run Tor browser over there and then you can do it. That also you can do. So anonymous surfing also basically it's a Tor network only, which basically helps you for anonymous router only. So there are few commands for it which will help you out. For change MAC address changing is, yeah, you can do that also. Like when you perform nmap scan, in that you can use MAC spoofing. So you just need to add spoof MAC and then a new MAC address which you want to spoof. All those things. Simple to do that. We'll be learning about Linux commands and Linux things, that how you change your MAC address in Linux. We'll be learning that. So you will be learning that in your firewall. So when you'll be learning about firewalls, no, you will be learning about it. There are few things in your firewall you will be learning about things. Now, except that, when you talk about spoofing, there are different spoofing also, likewise call spoofing. Now, call spoofing means when you want to call someone using someone else's phone number. So there are 2-3 type of things which you actually do. Okay. Likewise, you call someone with random number. So there are applications which are available online through which what you do, you call someone in India, but your display onto their phone will be a private number, or it will be a number from US or from UK, like that, right? That is a different application. What I am saying is, if I want to call, let's say Deepak, okay, but I want to use his girlfriend's number to call him. So all I need are two numbers. One is Deepak's number and one is his girlfriend number. That's all. So I'll be calling from my phone to Deepak, but I'll be using his girlfriend number. Let's say he has saved his girlfriend number with baby. Okay, so it will display baby onto his screen, right? So he'll be thinking it's his girlfriend calling, but who will be exactly calling? It's me. If he has not saved her number, okay, and the number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so it will display 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 calling. This is what you call spoofing. Because of call spoofing, actual hacking is happening for the human being. Human being, when I say, if somebody wants to hack your bank account, Facebook account, Instagram account, or wants OTP from you. Okay. So call spoofing is one of the reason because of that things are happening online. So one lady in Mumbai, what hacker did? Hacker called that lady. Okay. He told her that it's his father. So he manipulated his voice according to his father. He told that it's his father and he took the OTP from that lady 9 times. Can you imagine 9 times? Okay. Call spoofing is one of the most demanding, not demanding, I'll say one of the most used hacking activity in this particular field. So have you watched Jamtara? There's a series on Netflix.
Yes,
Jamtara.
sir. Yes, sir.
They are using call spoofing for performing hacking activities. Okay. You can also do it very easily. There is a tool. There is a basically not tool. There is a application, IndiCall. Okay. This application, when you will download, 2 minutes, it is giving you free of cost. Okay, you can call someone using someone else's phone number for 2 minutes for free of cost. But if you want to actually use it, 100 minutes for 100 rupees. So I don't think so it's a much amount to basically, even if you want to test it or you want to try it, okay, 100 rupees is not a big amount. You can just invest 100 rupees and you can figure it out. Also, it gives you 6 calls. 6 calls means 6 numbers actually, 6 numbers to change. So if you have like you want to change numbers again and again for 6 people, different people, you can do that. Okay, so you can like for practice purpose, this is illegal. This is purely illegal in India. Okay, performing all these activities. So what kind of activities you can do? So let's say I had a fight with Raman. Okay, I have Raman's phone number. What I'll do, I have his phone number. So I can figure it out which particular operator he is using. Let's say he is using Airtel. Okay, what I can do, I can just call onto his operator. I'll call Airtel by call spoofing. So they'll get to know, okay, it's Raman calling. So they'll ask my name. I am Raman. I want to close my number. So close it right away. So whatever time they'll take, after that, they'll switch off my number. They'll close my number. Right. Whatever the procedure it is, they'll follow the procedure and they'll switch off my number. They'll close my number. Or I want to basically add someone into my account or whatever activity I want to perform. I can do that. Right. Or I want to call someone and want to bully them. I can use his number for that. I'll call some girl and I'll say random shit to them, and then that girl will be calling Raman back. Because if they'll call back, they'll calling back on the number which is displayed to them. So they'll call back and the call will be to Raman, not to me. Right. So Raman will be in trouble in that case. So this thing can also happen. तो सर वो नंबर खुद ही जनरेट करेगा या हमें प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा? दीपक, हमें प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा ना. अगर मान लो मेरे को आपकी गर्लफ्रेंड के नंबर से आपको कॉल करना है, तो मेरे को आपकी गर्लफ्रेंड का नंबर चाहिए, मेरे को एप्लीकेशन को देना पड़ेगा वो नंबर, राइट? तभी वो कॉल जाएगा ना आपको. There is another application except IndiCall. There is another application, we call it Zoiper. Okay, this is a paid application. There is no free minutes. It's I think 4,500 rupees. It was working in my system before. Now I'll have to check whether it's working or not. It's not down. Okay, I could have shown you the demo for this one, but I think Zoiper is not working anymore in my system. Basically, I mean, it's expired. The money which we have paid is expired. Let me check again if it's working right now. So I'll show you the demo also. IndiCall will not work with iPhones. Okay. So if you want iPhones, you need to basically use another phone for that. It's a paid application actually for iPhone now. Okay. Let me check with IndiCall if it works. Legally pop out of the service. What do you mean by that, Ansh? Out of service. I think it has, for me, it's been expired. It's not working. Sorry. नहीं चल रहा मेरा Zoiper. Zoiper is a paid application, very costly, but it's for actually like you can say if you want to perform all these activities on the regular basis, in that case you need it. So if we use it, anyone can trace. Yes, Ansh, your service provider can trace it. Only your service provider, that's all. But for that, again, police has to be part of it, and then police will go to your service provider who did it, then they'll let them know. So it takes time. Police ऐसे खाली भी नहीं बैठेगी, दूसरे दिन जाके वो एकदम figure out करने लग जाएगी, right? Until and unless the case is too much big, people are after that case, तब तक वैसे ही काम नहीं होता, तो इसमें तो क्या ही होगा, right? Or वैसे भी, what you can do, you can take a phone which is you're not using any number in that, nothing, right? So there is no number inside that phone, no activities has been done in that phone. Now you don't need any number for it, all you need is an internet connection. You can connect to any internet. Once the internet is connected, you just need to use this application, that's all. You don't need any phone number for using this one. I mean, you don't need any SIM card to use this application, right? So you can play smart and hide your identity. Same way, like call spoofing, you have SMS spoofing. If you want to send SMS to somebody using someone else's phone number, you can do that as well. Okay, we call it SMS spoofing. Again, SMS spoofing, you don't have any free tool, not even for the testing purpose. You have one SMS spoof, this one, spoof box. Okay, onto this application, you can try. Okay, they will basically tell you that you need to fill something, and they'll give you 50 credits, and you will be able to send one simple SMS using someone else's phone number to someone else, like that. So if I'll send you using any particular phone number onto your number, okay, you will receive that message with that particular number. So let's say if I'll send you any message from Credme and I'll be telling you that there is no session or no class, you will not come for the class, but there is a class, right? So according to you, there is no class. So let's say somebody from you sends all of you a message that there is no session tomorrow, and he himself presents and everybody is absent, right? So this thing can happen, right? So these activities, the person who wants to use it, how they want to use it depends upon them. So this is what you call SMS spoof. Same way for your call and SMS, no, there is something we call call bombarding and SMS bombarding. Okay, call bombarding and SMS bombarding is actually not a part of hacking. It is just disturbing them. You want attachment with the message. How do you attach anything with the message, Ansh? Do you send any attachments in the messages? Like normal messages we're talking about. When I'm sending you any normal message, do you receive any attachment in it? It depends upon what kind of application you're using. No, if that application gives you a possibility for the attachment, then obviously yes. The application is not giving you a possibility for the attachment. See, generally there are no attachments in the messages, right? If you talk about attachments, it is about emails. We'll be coming on to the email also when we'll be talking about email spoofing. In email, you send an attachment. In mails, in messages, you don't send any attachments, right? Also, these days, nobody looks for the messages. Like I don't look for the messages. If any normal message comes in my phone, I don't even open it. I don't. Maybe people are opening, but I don't do that, right? So there are nothing like attachments in the messages. You just send a simple text message, that's all. Other thing, if you want to send attachment, it is not attachment. These are the links we send. Okay, if I'll send you over here like http:/something.com, that is the link we are sending. So again, it is not an attachment. It is a link which you are sending that you can send. Okay, you cannot attach a exe file or text file or something, some file, and you can send. No, you cannot do that in emails. Actually, you cannot do it. Okay. Now then, except call spoofing and SMS spoofing, you have something you call call bombarding and SMS bombarding. Now this is not a hacking. This is just to irritate someone and to disturb someone. Let's say you had a fight with somebody, or you're sitting in a class, your class teacher is on the teaching you something, and you have your mobile phone or you have your laptop with you and you have access to internet connection. You can perform call bombarding and SMS bombarding. What is it? That until and unless you will stop, they will receive SMS in their phone on their number. Okay, unlimited SMS. Same way, unlimited calls they will be receiving. This is what you call bombarding and SMS bombarding. For this particular performing this particular activity, okay, for performing SMS bombarding, you can use a particular application. We call it bomb it up. Okay, what this bomb it up will do, you can download it from online. Just go over here, write bombitup.net. From here you can download this application in your Android phone. It's not for iPhones. You can just download in the Android phone. Okay, you just have to basically send SMS to people. Just enter the number. Okay, number of the counts. So maximum at one go you can send 150 SMS. Okay, this application allows you 150 SMS at one time, and on one number you can perform the same activity 3 times a day. So total number of SMS on one person, you can send 450 SMS. Okay, out of that there is a possibility 50% reaches, 70% reach, 80% reach, 90% reaches. That's totally different, but yeah, you can perform 450 SMS on one particular phone number. Okay, then next day you have to wait for 24 hours and then you can perform the same activity. Same thing you can perform using a tool in Kali Linux. We call it T-bomb. Okay, let's start Kali. We'll see how do we use that. So in call bombarding, the person will receive call again and again until and unless you will stop the attack. That is what we call call bombarding. So this is not hacking. This is just disturbing somebody. Now, how do you download this tool? T-bomb. Just go GitHub. Okay, this is the link for your T-bomb. Let's confirm. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, and these are the basically commands you just need to follow to install it. Okay, git clone and the link cd tbomb bash tbomb.sh and it will run for you. If you want to install the same tool in your phone, mobile phone, okay, for that you need to install termux first. Okay, there is a tool termux. Termux is basically kind of a it's like kind of a terminal, okay, you can say. So just install termux in your phone and you need to run few commands to install termux properly. Okay, so you go online, you will find a lot of blogs how to install termux. Just look for how to install termux. You will be able to install termux. Then in termux you can install this particular tool, this one, T-bomb. Okay, same commands. Commands remains the same. You just need to install termux. That's all. So once you will install termux, and then you can use this particular same tool into your phone also. I'm not sure if I have this tool in my system or not because I have re-downloaded my Linux. I don't have confirm. Let's confirm. No, I don't have. How do you do that? Git clone and the link. Hit enter. Now it is basically going to download this tool for me. Done. Let's go to T-bomb. Let's go to ls to have T-bomb. Here we have T-bomb. cd T-bomb ls. We have tbomb.sh ls minus la. Sorry. Now see, over here we have this file as an executable file, right? Here we can see X. So just write bash tbomb.sh. Press any key to continue installing the packets. Okay. I hope you guys know how to install any tool on Linux. Anyone who does not have any idea how to install tool on Linux? Anyone? No idea? Okay. So the way I did know, this is how you actually do it. So how you do it? So any tool you want to install on the Linux now, you first need to find the tool. How do you find the tool? You just go to GitHub and then that particular tool will tell you. Likewise, I wanted to download tbomb. So I just went to GitHub and I typed tbomb and I opened the link. So this is the link through which I can download tbomb. Okay. How do you download? So there will be commands already written, defined commands that if you want using termux, then what you have to do, you have to run these commands. Okay. If you're using Debian or Linux, you have to run these commands. If you're using Mac, then you have to run, first you have to install brew and then you have to run these commands, right? So all these commands will be written. In case the commands are not written, what you have to do is go to the code, okay, copy the link from here, copy the link. Once you will copy the link, you go to your Kali onto the terminal, okay, open a new terminal, open a new terminal, and then over here you have to write git clone and the link. Hit enter, git clone link, hit enter, it will download it. Once it will download, okay, you just go inside that particular file. How you go inside? Do ls minus la. Sorry, do ls first. ls will basically list files for you, okay, whatever you have downloaded in your system. So I have downloaded tbomb right now. Let's go inside tbomb. How you go inside tbomb? cd space tbomb. Now over here do ls and it will tell you all the files you have. Okay, these are the files which are available with my this particular tool tbomb. Now I want to run this file. So how do you run this file? Okay, so I want to run this file tbomb.sh. Now either I can do /tbomb.sh or I can write bash space tbomb.sh. Okay, before that I have to figure it out whether this file is executable or not. How do you figure it out? You write ls minus la. Okay, you see now at everywhere here into this area it is written RWR. R means read, W means write. Okay, X means executable. So I need to run this file. Okay, if this file does not have X with it, okay, this means that this file is not executable. So I need to make this file executable. If it has X with it, so I don't have to make any changes because this file is already executable. If it does not have X, then how do you make it executable? You just write chmod plus change mode. Chmod means change the mode of this file. Okay, which file? I want to add plus X. What do you want to add? I want to add plus X. Plus X means I want to add and make it an executable file, right? Now, what file you want to make? I want to make this file tbomb.sh and I'll hit enter. It will add plus X with it. So it's already having plus X. Let's make readme.md file as an executable. Okay, so I'll just write readme.md, hit enter. Now if I'll write ls minus la, you can see readme.md has X with it now, right? So I made it executable. So same way, if you don't find this file executable, you just need to write this chmod plus X and write the name of the file. It will make this file executable file. Okay, and then you can run this file. Sometimes it will also say that you will find the requirement.txt, right? So you need to install all the requirements. So what it happened when I gave this particular command over here, bash command. So it already by default downloaded all the requirements, but sometimes you have to download the requirements. How you have to download the requirements is like pip install -r requirement.txt. -r is there or not? I don't know. It's r or -r. Okay. Pip install requirement.txt and hit enter. Either you need to write -r or you need to write r. I think -r. Okay. And then just requirement.txt. Hit enter. It will install all the requirements which are being needed. Okay. And then it will basically start your tool. So it has started our tool over here. If you look at over here, it says press 1 to start SMS bomb, press 2 to start call bomb, press 3 to mail bomber. So if you want to mail somebody also, a lot of mails, you can do that as well. Okay. To update, press 4, to exit, press 5. Okay. So let's start, press 1, hit enter. Checking for update and all. Can somebody share their phone number with me over here, if you don't mind? Oh, Deepak has already done that. Very fast, Deepak. Deepak, तुम्हारा ही है ना? किसी और का तो नहीं है? Because we want to see the result, right? Okay. So now it says enter your country code. So my country code is +91. So I just need to write 91. Enter your target number. This is the number. Enter the maximum SMS you want to send. Okay, maximum is 500. So let's send 499. Delay time, let's say 5 seconds. Number of threads, the more number of threads, the more faster it will go. 10. This tool was made for fun purpose. Control Z to suspend it. Gearing up the bomber. Please be patient. Please stay connected to the internet during the bomber. Target is this. Amount is 499. Thread is this. This tool was made for fun and research purpose only. Press Control Z to suspend. Enter to resume it. Hit enter. And it will start sending Deepak few SMS near about 499 SMS. Okay. Now, if you look at the data over here, see it says 12 sent. Out of that, 10 were successful, 3 were failed. Okay. Deepak, are you receiving some SMS onto your number? Any random SMSs? Yes. How many you have received till now? I mean, just a random number what you have received, because we can see that in screen we have sent you 22, 23 SMS till now. 18 SMS you have received. Okay. So either I can stop this tool right now and he'll stop receiving the SMS. Okay. Or we can continue and he'll receive near about 499 SMS complete. Once he'll fulfill the 499, I can restart my tool. He'll receive more SMS. Okay. Same way, we can perform the same activity with phone number also. Okay, that will do it on Ansh's phone number. Let's say, okay. So over here, press 2 for call bomb. So we'll just enter 2, hit enter. Enter your country code 91, enter your phone number. Maximum call at one point of time, it is going to send 15. So let us send 14 phone numbers. Okay. Delay time 3 seconds. Enter number of threads, let's say 5. Hit enter again, and it will basically start calling Ansh on its phone. So sent 2, failed 1, and successful 6, 7, 8. Very fast. Ansh, are you receiving calls onto your number? Yes. Okay. If you can unmute yourself and pick up the call so that we can hear. And how many calls you are receiving? I mean, if you can let us know. Mine does not work. Okay, no problem. How many calls you have received? Like if you can cut the call and again, is it calling you back? 9 calls you have received. Oh my God. Okay, it was very fast. So because this application is only allowing to call you like only 15 calls at one point of time. So you can just repeat the process again, give the phone number. Deepak, how many messages you have received till now? One 102. Okay, I'll stop this attack right now. You will receive near about 260 messages total. Okay. All right, Ansh, you still receiving the calls? All right. So this particular activity you can perform if you have like somebody is irritating you or your boss is there who is irritating you. You are in a meeting right now and you can do that. I don't have any tool about WhatsApp. There must be any tool on the internet which will be related to WhatsApp, so you can figure it out. I don't have any tool related to WhatsApp which can flood WhatsApp messages. But yeah, normal messages and calls are there. Same way, this tool also have one more activity which is related to emails. Before it was not there, now they have added this new thing. Before it was unlimited SMS and 15 calls, but now they also have something added with the related to email. Let's check what is it. Okay. Enter the target mail. Power 1990 at the rate gmail.com. Maximum mails it is going to send 200. Okay, I'm sending 10. I don't want to flood my system. Delay time 3 seconds. Thread, let's say 5. Enter. Your country target is not supported as of now. Feel free to reach out. Press enter to exit. Country है इसमें. 1990@gmail.com. Let's try somebody else. Another email address. 3. Not working this one. No issues. This way you can perform call bombarding, but again, this is not for hacking. This is just to irritate people, and this actually works. Okay, I hope Ansh, you might have got irritated from till now, like you have been receiving 30 calls, I suppose, right? And Deepak, the messages were irritating when you were receiving back to back, right?
So the messages will be random messages, or sometimes they might be like
These will be random messages. Messages will be related to likewise from Amazon. Okay, like your OTP is this. The message will be for Paytm. This will be your OTP is this one. Message will from another website. Your OTP is something, or we have delivered your product, something like that. Random messages. Okay, call will be also be the same. Call will be, hi, your OTP for this account is this. Your OTP for this account is this, something like that. Okay. This is known as call bombarding and SMS bombarding. Then you have something we call it email spoofing. Email spoofing is basically for call bombarding, for call spoofing. No, I'll show you a video. This I hope, I don't know, you guys might have watched this video on YouTube or not. For DEFCON, have you watched this video? A lady is calling one of the
yes,
call providers.
The crime baby.
Yeah, let me show you that.
That's basically including social engineering as well. So it will be like a crying baby girl.
Crime baby girl.
Crying baby DEFCON.
It's a crying baby, yeah. Yeah, this
Yeah. This one.
ये जो मेरा business leader है. Are you able to hear the voice of the system?
So as well, it's not yet played.
Okay, let me share the voice. Now you'll be able to hear.
From Ashley Madison to JP Morgan, from Jennifer Lawrence to the federal government, devastated of the world now found. This place where thousands of hackers come to hear talks to demonstrate their newest hacks. It's actually a place that's so dangerous to be on the internet that they tell you to turn off the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth on your phone, and they tell you not to use the ATMs too, because those could be hacked as well.
So when you go to this particular DEFCON, no, they ask you to switch off your Wi-Fi and switch off your Bluetooth connection and everything, so that people might not hack you. Okay, that's the deal over there. They'll request you to basically switch off your Bluetooth connection and switch off your phone if possible.
This is the DEF CON ballroom. It's sort of the main room where things are happening, and it's pretty wild. I think this is car hacking village. This car is locked. Can you get me in?
I'll unlock it for you. Should be good.
Hacking is no longer like this fringe activity, and if you are at DEF CON, there's a good chance that you're here because you want to learn what could happen to you or your company.
Anyone here first time in the SCCTF?
With
People with human security.
just use a phone and an internet connection.
We help people with human security issues by testing vulnerabilities for like a network test, but it's for the people network. We test those vulnerabilities, see where the holes are, and then help people learn so they can patch them.
Can we try some of this? Can we try some?
Yeah.
See if it works?
Yeah, we probably could have our star visher here make some phone calls as your
Let's do
girlfriend.
it.
Sure. Do you want to do a sample phishing call?
What's phishing?
Phishing is voice solicitation, and basically what you do is you use the phone to extract information or data points that can be used in a later attack.
Let's do it. Who are you gonna call?
Maybe I'll call your cell phone provider
Okay.
and see if I can get them to give me your email address.
I bet they're good. I bet they have my back. But yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna spoof from your number, so it's gonna look like it's calling from you.
Okay.
So this lady is calling from this guy's phone number so that it can like call spoofing basically. What I told you, that what we can do, we can call your service provider to call from your number. This is doing the same. And in the background, she is running a video on her laptop of a crying baby. So that the baby is crying, it feels like the baby is crying.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me okay? My baby, I'm sorry. my husband's like, we're about to apply for a loan and we just had a baby and he's like, get this done by today. So I'm so sorry. I can't call you back. I'm trying to log into our account for uses information and I can't remember what email address we used to log the account. The baby's crying and can you help me? Awesome.
In just 30 seconds,
gmail.com?
Jessica gets my personal email address.
Now, if I needed to add our older daughter on our account so she could call in and make changes, how would I need to go about doing that? You would have to send me a secure PIN through a text message? Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't think I'll be able to receive a text message if I'm on the phone. Shh. Oh, I'm not on there either? So I thought when we got married, he added me to the account. Okay, my
Jessica uses my girlfriend's name and a fake social security number
5127.
to set up her own personal access to my account.
Wait, I'm sorry. So there's no password on my account right now? Can I set that up?
She even gets the support person to change my password.
Thank you so much for your help today.
So she just basically blocked me out of my own account.
I'll get her fed after this. All right, thank you.
Holy shit. So they just gave
See, so simple call spoofing can basically how dangerous it can be and how you can use this call spoofing for what all purpose, right? So you can call to the bank account, you can call to the different other wherever they are using the phone number for, right? So these activities can be possible for call spoofing. Like this was one of the very basic and one of the very simple example. They just tried to explain you. Right. So our company also deals with all these activities. Okay, call spoofing, SMS spoofing, email spoofing, all these activities. Email spoofing is you can send email to anyone using anyone's email address. Okay, for that we use a particular tool. We call it img.cz. Okay, now how you do that? Just open this email address. Just open this website. Okay, let us do it. Let's open the email. Yeah, email lands in the spam because you know, this particular application has been used so much that people know that, like, websites are now, they're aware of it, that they are sending this, they are using this domain for sending fake emails. That's why now these email lands in the spam. But if you're a coder, you know how to create it and you know how to actually perform all these activities, so you can do it. Or what you can do, let me show you the first example of this one, then I'll tell you what you can do. So how do you do that? Just enter your name. So let's say I want to send it from any love. What's the email address? From love@love.com. Okay, to okay, Pava, I am writing my email address 1990. Subject, anything. Okay, if I want to attach anything, I can attach and then just click on text and HTML. Hi, do you need any help or anything random? Just write and send. Okay. Now it can go into the spam, it can land in the inbox, it can go anywhere. Okay, likewise over here it is landing in the inbox. You can see that the email is from love@love.com, from love to me, and what is, hi, do you need any help, right? So if I want to send any link, random link I want to send from Kritikal, I'll be sending, okay, here is your fee link, just kindly click on the link and pay the fees over there. Right, so you might click on that link and you might pay the fee over there. This is also a possibility, right? So in that link, I'll basically give you the Razorpay link, and then you just have to log in and pay the link, pay the fee. So this thing also you can do. Okay, if you want to attach anything, so just go to attachment, choose file. You can just attach whatever file you want to put. So whatever file you want to put, you can just select that file and attach. That's all. So when you will receive the mail, there will be attachment in that mail. And if you'll download that, that attachment might be a virus attachment or whatever attachment, depends upon what kind of attachment you're sending. Right. So they'll be downloading that attachment also. So main purpose is not attachment over here, because attachment, so you can send it with any particular email address. The main purpose is you're sending the mail from a specific email address. That is the catch over here. Okay. So what you can do, you can make a link, different phishing link, and then you can use this particular website to send emails. Now, as I told you that this particular website has been used a lot, that whenever you use this website, it is not sure that the email what you're sending is going to land in the inbox or it is going to land in the spam. You're not sure about it. Okay, in that case, if you actually want to perform all these activity, okay, if you want to perform these activity, you can use a very good tool. We call it GoFish. Okay, so with no space, without space, GoFish. This is a GoFish tool. Now to set this GoFish, no, it is basically a bit headache. Okay, it's a big tool. There's so many, you can perform SMS spoofing, email spoofing with this tool. This tool is basically a professional tool, free tool, but it's a professional tool. People use this tool for finding out the vulnerabilities. As you saw in the video, now this guy was telling that they actually find, they find vulnerabilities, human vulnerabilities, right? So this tool is basically used for that purpose. In the companies, in the offices, they use this tool to send phishing mails to people. Okay, like this only. Like you can use any particular email address to send mail to anybody else, and then they check who clicked on that link, who basically clicked on that link, who submitted the vulnerability, who submitted the ID, password, all those things. Okay, so you can use this tool. So how to download and how to perform it, you can just learn more about it, and you can basically start using it if you want to. Okay, for this you also required mail server, so you can use Mailgun for it. Mailgun will basically free of cost. Okay, you can go to the blog and read about everything related to this tool, how to set up and how to use this tool. You also need a mail server. Mailgun is one of the mail server you can use. Mailgun will provide you here about 10,000 or 1,000 mails per day to send free of cost. Okay, so you can use that Mailgun address to enter over here. You require to enter your mail server address over here, so you can use that also. Okay, so if you want to send phishing links or email spoofing, if you want to perform, GoFish is also one of the tool. But again, setting up GoFish is like little bit basically headache. If you want for testing purpose, I have already shown you, but if you want to use it for regular basic, you can set up GoFish. It will take near about 2 to 3 hours to set it up to basically make it work fine. And then once it's set up, then later on, so you can definitely go for it, right? This is what you call spoofing. There is another one thing more, we call it URL spoofing. In URL spoofing, it is nothing more. It's just that, let's say you want to send a fake link to somebody. Okay, I want to send you Facebook link, and the link I have created is facebook.com, but I want to send you Facebook only. Okay, so what I'll do, instead of Facebook, I will show you Facebook, but as soon as you are going to click on Facebook, it is going to open Facebook for you. How? Let's see. So what I'll do, I just need to create an email. Okay, over here, if you see here, you see the insert link option. Click on this link. It says text to display. I want to display https://facebook.com/Kunal, or let me write my email address. Okay, this is what I want to display. Exactly where it should go. It should go to google.com. Now it is displaying me facebook.com, right? So let's send. I received the email. I'll open the email. So whatever I want to write in my email address, I can just write, and then there will be a link. As soon as I'm going to click on link, okay, instead of facebook.com, what it is opening? google.com. Right? See that it's saying facebook.com, but if I'm moving my cursor over here, if you look at down over here, see, it's showing google.com. So basically this link is taking me to google.com, and if I right click and copy link address, and if I paste the link address, it is pasting google.com. Right? This way also you can fool people while you send any mail to person and you are sending a spoofing mail. Okay, you sending a spoofing link address. At that point of time, you can just create a spoofing link, and this is how you can send the email address if you're using the email address, if you're using email to send them a link. So this is one of the also way that you can send link. Okay, clear? Understood how to do it? How to perform all these hacking activities? Now understood how actually hackers, what kind of tools, what kind of things actually hackers use and hackers perform to hack people. Right. So this is spoofing is all about basically hacking people, not about techniques of hacking people. Techniques of hacking people you will be learning in your social engineering. These are the tools which hackers uses actually to hack people. Okay. So likewise, somebody wants to hack, like when we'll be learning about social engineering, now I'll tell you a few of the test cases with just simple email. Somebody has hacked a full company with just simple email. Okay, he didn't send any particular link, nothing. It was written an email, and with that email he was able to hack people. But he performed his information gathering. So information gathering, we call it a recon. Recon is very, very important. Okay, so when we'll be studying about social engineering, now I'll tell you what kind of things we need to actually look for. Okay. Hello. Any questions from today's lecture?
ARP spoofing is different topic, right?
Your voice is cracking.
ARP spoofing is different, right?
Again, your voice is not clear. Sorry.
What I'm saying is ARP spoofing is different. We'll be into covering it into the application.
What is different?
ARP spoofing.
Which spoofing?
I'll put it onto the chart.
Yeah, please put it on the chat. It's not clear. ARP spoofing, yeah. ARP spoofing is basically different from what we have studied. ARP spoofing is basically man in the middle attack. For that, we use this tool over here. If you want to learn ARP spoofing, we have a very good tool over here for header cap. To change the way header cap looks. Okay. So basically, ARP spoofing is man in the middle attack, that if somebody is basically opening any website and typing any password, okay, you will get to know what they are doing in their system. But the thing is that you will only be get to know if they are opening any HTTP website. Okay, if they are opening any HTTPS website, you will not get to know what they are performing in their system. So right now, like ARP spoofing, even if I'll show you also, I'll show you on the HTTP website, not on HTTPS website, because you will not get to know what they're doing. So if they're opening HTTPS facebook.com and they type their ID and password, you will not get to know. But if they're opening any website which is related to HTTP, okay, and they type their ID and password, then you will get the ID and password onto your screen. Can we do OTP bombarding and call bombarding through burp suite? Yes, if the website is vulnerable, then you can do it. So if you remember Career 360, you can perform call bombarding using Career 360. Okay, same way you can also use SMS. You can also perform SMS bombarding using Career 360. And there is no specific website for it. What link, Raman, you're talking about?
So I found it. It's like kind of belong to the NASA. It's like kind of open or something. I didn't understand. But basically, I didn't get it.
So, do they have any particular data available? Like, you found any good data in it, or any particular thing you found any, which is you think that it should not be there?
Not that much as in it's just like I was like it's just I checked it whether it belongs to the actual NASA as well. So it belongs to them only, but I still not figure out. That is why I just asked you. And
You can simply connect to US government. No, there is a US government responsible disclosure. Just write USA government properly, and then
okay, so we can submit over there.
yeah, you can submit over there. There is a proper
way.
Proper responsible disclosure available. You can go there and submit it.
And so one more link I have just sent to you. It's of Indian Aadhaar. Might be it's something.
These are just an images, no?
Just a random, I guess. But it's like Aadhaar.in WP contents. I guess it's vulnerable. I guess we can say.
Yeah, this is vulnerable because if somebody is posting their Aadhaar card, it's not allowed, right?
Right. And so it's even the upload section, and they don't have the putting up any kind of a permission over there.
Yeah, this is vulnerable.
So we can report this link as well.
Yeah.
You just help me out on this.
Okay. So these are the 3 people who are actually can log in into this website: Arsh Kapoor, Komal, and Sumit. See, you're not sure whether this is a government website or not. Okay, this can be any particular person who has created this website because it's .in, it's not .gov. Right. Now, if you want to find out whether this belongs to government of India or not, how do you find it out?
We can go to who is domain tools. We can
exactly. So from that, you can just figure it out all the options about this website. And if this website belongs to Indian government, then you go for it. If it does not belong to Indian government, then no, don't waste your time with that. Right.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, because you can see that no, this is actually, I don't think so it belongs to government of India, because if you look at over here, if you see the usernames, so these are the 3 people: Arsh Kapoor, Komal, and Sumit. These are the 3 users we have for this website. Okay, if you want to log in, these are the username they'll be providing, then password we need to crack. We can crack it using brute force attack and all those things. Okay, so if it would be government of India, they would be using, there'll be only one particular person or 2, and the display name would be related to government of India, not will be related to the person name. Okay, display name is always the government of India's name. It's never be the, it will be either Aadhaar something or something, and username will be also the something like that, not like directly Sumit or Komal or Arjun.
Like, it's just like very casual nomenclature they are
Sorry?
following. I was like very casual nomenclature they are following, no?
Yeah. So we were doing ARP spoofing. Yeah, for ARP spoofing, no, I need to actually log in into this another user, okay, another Windows, because what is ARP spoofing is, in ARP spoofing, we will be opening a website over here and we'll be typing some stuff in that website, and then we'll be able to see onto our Kali that what I am opening and what I am looking at. Okay, that is what ARP spoofing is all about, but it's not getting logged. I forgot the password actually. First I need to basically. Yeah, if it's not logged in, let me try one more password. That can be the password. No, I'll do one thing. I'll just figure out the password for this one, or I'll change the password for this one. And then we'll see ARP spoofing tomorrow. And then we'll also learn that how do we change the password. So likewise, right now the Windows is logged, right? How do we unlock the system? Now I don't have the password for the system. What all thing I should perform to unlock the system? Okay, so we'll be performing that. We'll be learning that tomorrow. So we'll be learning system hacking tomorrow. Okay. So this is what we'll be learning tomorrow. ARP spoofing, and then we'll be continuing with the system hacking. Okay. Chalo.
Okay, sir.
I hope everything is clear from today's lecture.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the today's part what we have just studied, it all comes under social engineering, right?
Sorry.
So, social engineering exploitation is somewhat different.
Social engineering, basically the way you hack somebody. So if I want to hack, I'll be using these tools only, these ways only, but the way of hacking will be different. No, there is a technique of hacking. No, I'm using email spoofing. Okay, I got the point. But what kind of links I'm sending you, what kind of message I'm sending you, right? I know call spoofing, what is call spoofing, but what I need to tell you when I call you, right? That is social engineering.
So like we will do have a lecture on that.
Yeah, we do have a lecture on that. Like you might receive such calls, so that is why we are teaching you, not that you perform all those activities.
Right. Okay, sure, sir.
Okay, chalo. Deepak, I didn't get your question. ओटीपी बम्बार्डिंग के लिए मोबाइल कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा बर्ब सूट से? नहीं, ओटीपी बम्बार्डिंग के लिए बर्ब सूट से मोबाइल नहीं कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा। जो वेबसाइट पे आप अटैक कर रहे हो ओटीपी बम्बार्डिंग करने के लिए, आप वो कर सकते हो। अगर आपको सेम टूल, जिस टूल से मैंने किया है ना, वो सेम टूल आपको फोन में इंस्टॉल करना है, तो उसके लिए टर्मक्स इंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा। यू कैन जस्ट विजिट ऑनलाइन एंड figure out. It's very simple to install termux. Okay, एप्लीकेशन है, वो इंस्टॉल करने के बाद कुछ 5-6 कमांड्स डालनी होती हैं। Those commands you will find online, how to install termux on the phone. 5-6 commands है, you just enter those 5-6 commands. Okay, you'll be able to install it in your phone. And then whatever activity we performed onto our Kali Linux, same command, same activity you have to perform. You have to type those commands on your phone in termux, and then you can perform the same activity using termux in your phone. That is what it is. और बाकी अगर किसी को OTP बम्बार्डिंग, कॉल बम्बार्डिंग या ईमेल बम्बार्डिंग यूजिंग वेब एप्लीकेशन करना है तो वो भी कर सकते हैं। ओके, फोन को कनेक्ट नहीं करना।
हेलो सर।
या
सर वो जब नो रेट लिमिट सर उन्होंने बताया था ना, तो सर उन्होंने क्या ईमेल बॉम्बार्डिंग किया था, तो फिर उन्होंने कहा था कि जब ओटीपी बॉम्बार्डिंग करते हैं तो उसके लिए फिर फोन कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा।
नहीं फोन नहीं करना पड़ता, देखो मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको। अंश मैंने बोला तो ऐसा कोई स्पेसिफिक सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं है कोई भी टूल डाउनलोड करने के लिए, फ्री टूल या क्रैक टूल। हर टूल अलग अलग वेबसाइट से मिलता है, तो यू जस्ट हैव टू बेसिकली सर्च फॉर इट। ओके, तो जैसे आपको गूगल पे जाओ, वहां पे लिखो आपको कौन सा टूल चाहिए। जैसे मान लो हमें कोई टूल चाहिए स्पेसिफिक, एक्यूनेटिक्स चाहिए, तो जस्ट राइट इंडेक्स ऑफ एक्यूनेटिक्स, ये एक्यूनेटिक्स ढूंढ देगा आपको। आपको कोई दूसरा टूल चाहिए, जस्ट राइट इंडेक्स ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर टूल। आपको मूवी देखनी है, इंडेक्स ऑफ मूवीज चले जाओ, ओके, आपको मूवीज दिखा देगा। आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक मूवी देखी है, इंडेक्स ऑफ एवेंजर्स, ये मेरे को एवेंजर्स मूवी के लिंक दे देगा। ओके, दिस वे यू कैन लुक फॉर इट। कोई स्पेसिफिक वेबसाइट नहीं है इसके लिए। कहाँ गया, ये रहा मेरा वर्कसूट और फायरफॉक्स। दीपक आपका अकाउंट है इस पे, करियर 360 पे?
नो सर, नहीं बनाया सर अभी तक।
नहीं बनाया, ठीक है। तो देखो अगर हम साइन इन करते हैं, ओके, एंड अगर मैं अपना आईपी अपना फोन नंबर डालता हूँ, देखो अब मैं जैसे ही साइन इन पे क्लिक करता हूँ ना, ये मेरे को एक ओटीपी सेंड कर रहा है। साइन इन पे क्लिक किया, इसने मेरे को ओटीपी भेजा, राइट, और मेरे फोन पे ओटीपी आया। अब मेरे को ये रिक्वेस्ट को कैप्चर करना है, तो मैं फिर से लॉगिन किया, मतलब क्योंकि वो रिक्वेस्ट तो गई मेरी, फिर से मैं एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म करता हूँ। बैक का ऑप्शन आता नहीं है यहाँ पे, बिकॉज इट्स अ पॉपअप काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग। अब मैंने यहाँ डाला 9319211868, ठीक है। अब मैं साइन इन करने से पहले इस रिक्वेस्ट को कैप्चर करता हूँ वर्कसूट में, ठीक, ये मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है। कैसे पता मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है?
वही सर कैप्चर करके इंट्रूडर में सेंड करके वो कर देना।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली, ठीक है। सेम चीज मेरे को वो करना है, फोन नंबर करना है, कॉल वाला करना है, तो गेट ओटीपी ऑन कॉल आएगा, उस पर क्लिक करूंगा, वो रिक्वेस्ट कैप्चर कर लूंगा, तो मैं बस कॉल्स आएंगे उसके। ये आई थिंक हमने किया था, ये कवर किया था हमने ये वाला।
ठीक है सर, गॉट इट।
ठीक है, सेम चीज गेट ओटीपी ऑन कॉल, ये कॉल बम्बार्डिंग में आ जाएगा। तो ऐसी जो भी एप्लीकेशंस, अच्छा जरूरी नहीं है सारी एप्लीकेशंस आपको कॉल बम्बार्डिंग, कॉल ईमेल बम्बार्डिंग या फिर एसएमएस बम्बार्डिंग करने देंगे, नो इट इज नॉट एट ऑल इम्पोर्टेंट। हो सकते हैं वहां पे रेट लिमिट हो। तो ये वाला कॉल के लिए बस इंट्यूटर में सेंड करो, पोजीशंस पे क्लियर एवरीथिंग, पेलोड में जाओ, नल पेलोड सिलेक्ट करो, एंड कितने करने, आई एम गिविंग इट 5, आई एम नॉट गिविंग इट मोर, नहीं तो कॉल्स आते रहेंगे मेरे नंबर पे। आई विल रिसीव कॉल्स फ्रॉम योर नंबर। आ गया कॉल, अगर मैं कैंसिल करता हूँ कॉल, मेरे पास दूसरा कॉल आ जाएगा। जब तक ये 5 कॉल्स नहीं आएंगे मेरे सिस्टम पे, मेरे नंबर पे, तब तक ये कॉल आना बंद नहीं होगी। एक कॉल हो गई, अभी थोड़ी देर में दूसरी कॉल आ जाएगी, वो काटूंगा, तीसरी आ जाएगी, वो काटूंगा, चौथी आ जाएगी, 5 कॉल्स पूरी आएंगे। फोन उठाऊंगा तो ये बोलेगा योर ओटीपी इज नोबडी केयर्स, ठीक है। बैकग्राउंड में एक वेटिंग में आ रही थी कॉल, आ गया। अब ये कॉल जब तक 5 कॉल्स पूरी नहीं होंगी आती रहेंगी, ठीक है। सिंपल है, ज्यादा मुश्किल नहीं है, ठीक, क्लियर दीपक?
Yes sir, yes.
Okay. चलो फिर कल देखते हैं ARP स्पूफिंग और कल देखते हैं हम सिस्टम हैकिंग ऑल्सो, ठीक है। चलो ओके गाइस, देन बाय बाय।
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good night.
Bye sir.